Hi, hello, welcome to Kit and Kajira Gaming. Welcome if you are new, you can call me KK, and in today's video, we are doing all of my storage rooms tours, and we're just focusing on the storage to help give you guys some storage ideas. These were very requested from the two Facebook groups that I am in, which is Dreamlight Valley Adults After Dark and Dreamlight Valley Multiplayer Verse.
You should totally go check the description for the links to join. They're such fun groups, and we do so much fun stuff.
But more info on that later. And hello, Olaf. Thank you for joining me. I love him so much. Anyway, this was a very requested video. I was so shocked at the amount of people who wanted to see some storage ideas. So I am here to help you guys get your valley in shape with lots of storage boxes. Now, please note, you do not have to store your items the way I do. I am very peculiar with the way I have things stored. It is what calms my brain and makes the game easier for me to play. So please, if things like this do make you a little antsy on trying to have an individual box for everything, just know these are just suggestions and it is not an absolute must that you have to do. So let's go inside my main house and start on the first floor with our very first storage room. So like I said, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tour my main house for just those storage rooms only. And I have storage on both the first floor and the second floor. On the first floor, I have a clothing item room, and then on the other room, I have my food storage. And then the second floor, I have gems, flowers, time-bending material, and building material. Everything will be time-stamped for you to go into the description box down below to select which room you are more interested in. Or if you're looking for just overall ideas, be sure to watch the whole thing until the end. Let's go ahead and check out my Touch of Magic design room. This first room that you enter, you guys have seen me do a video on this. It'll be linked up in the cards or linked down below. But this is my clothing crafting storage room. So everything that gets stored in here is anything that can be related to clothing items. So I have cotton. I also have wrapping paper from the Christmas event. And then I also store all of the furniture pouches, motif pouches, clothing pouches, and red chests that we get from our Dream Snaps. Now, I am very quickly going to run out of room to do this, to save everything, because my main idea was to hold on to everything until Christmas and almost do like an advent calendar. But I think because I'm very quickly running out of room, I am going to do a Christmas in July unboxing of all of my furniture pouches and chests that I have from the beginning of the year until July. So be sure to come on back and see just what I have been holding on to. Let's do a quick tour of this room and show you my storage options. So I do have the Cinderella chest. These chests do hold 16 full stacks. So in mine, this one I have motifs, and then in this one I have our blue clothing pouches, and then in this chest right here underneath my mirror, because every good dressing room needs a mirror, I have all of my red furniture pouches. And then over here in this Cinderella wardrobe, I have all of the red chests so far from Dream Snaps. I have one more storage in this room, and that is this white large chest over here. And this holds cotton and that wrapping paper I was talking about earlier. And this is it for my storage room. Do I have to store my pouches and my red chest from Dream Snaps? No, I don't. As a content creator, I am always looking for ideas. And I thought an idea of a giant unboxing / advent calendar would have been fun. And I'm quickly realizing I'm running out of space. So we're going to do a Christmas in July. Editing KK here. So after I had filmed this part of the storage video where I mentioned storing my stuff in this room using Cinderella's wardrobes and the white chest, it has come to my attention that the new Daisy's Blooming wardrobe that you can get from Scrooge's shop holds the same amount of items as a large white chest. Now, I currently don't have this item, but if you guys can get this item in Scrooge's shop, it's only 480 star coins, which is a lot less than trying to craft a bunch of the white chests, which is also only a fraction of the cost of this Cinderella wardrobe. This Cinderella wardrobe, which if you are looking for it, it's called the painted wardrobe, is 6,400 star coins. So for about 6,000 star coins less, if you can get the new Daisy wardrobe, you would have a lot more storage and it costs a lot less than these painted wardrobes, which I've been calling the Cinderella wardrobe this whole time. Now let's check out my kitchen. Here is my fully working storage kitchen. Whenever I store things or make storage rooms, on top of being completely functional, I do need them for my own peace of mind to be aesthetically pleasing. So I do have my rooms designed to where they fit the aesthetic of my house as well as being completely functional. So over here, I have the large wooden chest. In these large wooden chests, I do have all of the food ingredients, everything from harvestables to crops, and they are in rainbow order. You guys are going to see a theme with me. Everything is in rainbow order. And then if I can, I also alphabetize within that rainbow. So this first chest is everything red and pinkish. So apples all the way down to radishes. And to be able to tell me what color is in each bin, I made food that had that color of whatever ingredients were in the chest. So if you look at this box, I have red and pink, and then orange and yellow. And then this next one is yellow and green. And then this is green to purple. So there's also blue in there as well. And then this last chest is brown and white ingredients. This chest over here that I'm standing in front of that looks a little different than my other chest, that just holds my coal. Now as we go to the back, I have two fridges. This first fridge holds all of my cold stuff. So butter, cheese, eggs, milk, and slush that you can get from Chef Remy. And then here we have all of our meats that you can get from Gaston if you have Eternity Isle. This chest over here does hold all of my energy food, spare pumpkins and ginger, and spare Easter eggs. So here is where I go to grab energy food or to send food to those that need either something to sell to earn money or for energy food for themselves. I do store lots of extras for everybody. I also have these tall wardrobes, which also hold herbs. They hold 4 full stacks of each herb, again in alphabetical order. So this first wardrobe is agave, basil, cinnamon, and cumin. This next one holds ginger, majesty, mint, and oregano. And this last one over here holds paprika and vanilla. This is my kitchen. Again, it is fully functioning. I can also come in here and cook on the stove. But I do just love the way everything is set up. On the main floor, I also have 2 chests. I have my infinity chest here. And then inside my bedroom, I do have a little yellow chest, which is supposed to be for seeds. That's going to change. Eventually, I'm going to put my seeds somewhere else. But for right now, that's kind of where they sit. Let's go ahead and head on up to the second floor where most of my storage actually is. We come out of the elevator and walk right into a very luxurious gem and mineral storage area. This is one of the first storage rooms I ever did, and I do have a video on it linked up here in the cards. But I think I put even Scrooge to shame. So, of course, everything is in rainbow order, and they are separated out by our more square cut gems on the left, and then on the right, we have our oval gems. In the center, we have most of our Eternity Isle gems. So we have Evergem. This one is Bumblestone. This one over here is Amber. And then we have crystals, Vitalis crystals. And then on the back wall, this is Dream Shards. And then this one over here is Night Shards. You can get these Scrooge safe storage boxes from Scrooge. They do only hold the same amount as a small chest, so they can only hold 16 full stacks total. Let's check out this first room that is on the left when you enter. And this is going to be my flower slash conservatory. This room I adore. You're going to hear me say this a lot because, well, I'm very proud of what I did. But this room I think is probably one of my favorites. I love the natural vibe to it with all of the floral decor, but it's also very, very functional. And to me, it does still look very greenhousey, which is what I was going for. These are the large white storage chests. So they hold quite a bit. So here you go. This one holds 6 rows of 8, which is quite a lot. So I can hold up to 200 of each flower. And that's all I hold. And then I either sell them or I put them somewhere else. Not sure what I do with the extras. I haven't decided yet. But this is where I'm sitting at right now. So I can hold up to 200 of each flower, and they are in rainbow order, and then they are alphabetized. So this is all of my reds and some pinks. This one will be pinks and orange and some yellow. On this side, we have more yellow and green. This one goes green, blue, and then a couple purple. And then our final chest in this room is purple, black, and white. Again, this is probably one of my most favorite rooms, but I am a hippie child at heart. I love nature, and I love the natural aesthetic. Cottagecore is definitely my jam. The next room we're going to check out is this room that you see as soon as you enter. It is dead ahead from the elevator, and this is my materials room. Now, my materials room are in no particular order, but this is all of the items that you can forage or mine for, and everyone does have their own placard. This little box over here is tinkering parts. I don't know what to put up there because they will not fit on top of the table. So if you guys have any ideas, be sure to let me know in the comments down below what I can put on the table to signify that those are tinkering parts. But on the right hand side, there's stone, pebbles, clay, sand, bricks, glass. These are the vials. Vials also cannot fit on tables, so I use the cans that you can get from the Scrooge's shop. And then I have snowballs and fiber. On the left side, I have fabric, softwood, hardwood, tropical wood. The tropical wood kind of tweaks me out a little bit because you can fit 4 pieces of wood per half table because it's 1 wood per square, whereas the other ones, it's 1 wood takes up 4 squares. So this kind of bothers me that they're all clumped together, but it also bothered me more just to have 1. So work with what we got. This next one is dry wood, and then we have dark wood, gold ingots, gold nuggets, iron ingots, and iron nuggets. Against the back wall, we have tin, copper, zinc, and quartz. And then in the center, we have our pixel duplications and pixel cooking fires, or whatever they're called. I don't use them because I'm afraid to use anything that tends to glitch and like wipe out your whole account. So they just sit there until I eventually get up the nerve to use them. And then we also have plastic scraps. And on the other side, you guessed it, in rainbow order, we have the bonus potions. So remember that shovel, growth, pickaxe, and fishing. I do not know which color does which. I always have to hover over them to figure it out. But this room in terms of decoration is pretty plain. I did have some tapestries on the left, and then I had some of those like hanging shelves on the right, but otherwise this is a pretty plain room in comparison. Most rooms, or at least somewhere on the floor, I do keep an infinity chest because while I am out touring and doing valley duties, if my inventory fills up, I go into furniture mode and pull out the infinity chest, drop it down, fill it back up. So I empty my inventory into the infinity chest, and then I pick the infinity chest back up, and then all of those items I put in that storage bin will go to all the other infinity chests. So whatever room I'm in, I can just go ahead, open it up, and take anything out of them. Now let's go to the final room on this floor, and this is my time-bending material room. I said this on all my other floors, but honestly, I love the way this came out. It's so bright and so mystical. I think it's just perfect for time-bending items. Everything here is bright white and gold. You know, I really don't like gold. I love the way it looks aesthetically. It's just not my cup of tea. But aesthetically, for things like this, I do love the way the gold looks. So each of these are the large white chests, and they do hold quite a bit. So this one will hold the stained glass and the tapestry pieces. This one is V8 and lanterns. Not all of them are doubled up, just some of them, especially since we got new time bending items. So I try to keep like items with like items. Like this box over here has glimmer and pixel shards. This one is all the cores. And then we have all of these other items over here. Again, trying to keep like items with like items. And then this one, while it doesn't have a lot in terms of decor on the walls, it does have the patterned wallpaper, which does help kind of make it look a little more decorated than it actually is. But I think I really like this one. Out of my whole house, between this one and the conservatory, I think this one probably takes second place to the conservatory, but it's still up there. So this is everything in the main house. Let's head on down to the garden where I have just a little storage out front, and then we'll head to the pirate ship. Now you may be thinking, why do you have storage outside if in your main house you have all of your storage? Well, the storage out here originally started as just my floral storage before I had the big conservatory storage upstairs. So everything out here is all in, you guessed it, rainbow order. Every box is a different color flower. So red, pink, orange, and yellow on one side. And then green, blue, purple, black, and white. And then we have grass, or the grass and soil over here. I do tend to do a lot of treasure valleys and giveaways and helping people out with quests. So I do need a lot of extra material that a normal player would not have. So I do try to keep extras everywhere I go. And this area eventually is going to get a facelift. I want this more gardeny than just like boxes and grass. But for now, this is kind of where I'm at, especially since I have the greenhouse right here. We're going to go ahead and take a walk down to Dazzle Beach, where we're going to head into Eric's pirate ship. And that is the final storage that I have for you guys. Now, something I do want to point out, which is another storage idea, is I keep an infinity chest next to every single well. So that way, no matter where I'm at, I can teleport to a well and drop stuff off. And then when I get back to my house, I can open up the infinity chest that is in my house and sort things out as needed. Now, this is Eric's pirate ship. This is a premium house skin. This is the only house skin I have that I use as storage. And I just think it fits perfectly because it's a boat on the ocean. And I just love it. So yeah, you guys have seen me do every room in this ship. I will link them all up in the cards and down below as my storage series that I did creating this storage area. But let's go inside. Here we go. I decided to do the inside of Eric's pirate ship almost like an aquarium. I used the blue fish wallpaper to give it that very much aquarium feel, and kept everything within the natural tones, blues, greens, some pinks, and the golds for accents, because that is just what Dreamlight Valley likes to accent everything with, is gold. Now, in this room, I do have two storage options. The first one is this fish tank. This fish tank holds 16 full stack slots. So in here, I keep my seaweed, my oysters, clams, and shells. And then I also have these scales that you get from Eternity Isle. My other storage hack over here is these are all of my Christmas fish that you get only at Christmas time. And you can only get one. Not once per year, just one. So do not risk them being eaten in a grilled fish dinner. I pulled them out and put them on a glass table in front of this giant pirate map with some candles. This is one way to make sure that something doesn't get used up, is to make sure it is not inside a storage box. So it is great for all of those holiday specialty items like the fish. We're going to take a look at the first room on the right after you enter the house. And this room is where I store all of my fish that are found in rivers and ponds. So this is any river and pond fish, all in alphabetical order. You guessed it. Everything is neat and organized. In this room, every fish has its own box. And I designed this room before I found out that the fish tanks were storage as well, but I fell in love with the design so much that I really didn't want to change it. Also, every storage room in here does have 2 mannequins, a femme presenting one and a mask presenting one. They are my docents to my aquarium. And then if we go to the door that is in the middle, this one is Eternity Isle. So everything in here, of course, is dark and spooky, and even my docents kind of resemble Ursula a little bit. Those outfits are from her bundle. Now, because there were so many fish in Eternity Isle, and I didn't really want to have the same layout in every room, I quadrupled up some of the fish. So this is all starfish, snails, and the scorpion fish. And then I have some of the fish here also doubled up as well. But I don't really do a lot of fishing in Eternity Isle, so I wasn't too worried about it. But out of all of the fishing rooms, I think this one honestly is my favorite. Our last room is going to be our ocean fish. So here is our ocean fish. It is, of course, bright and airy, just like at the beach. And our docents are Ariel and I guess Eric. I don't know what he was supposed to be. But those are the outfits that you get in Ariel's level 10 quest. So everything here is also in a small chest, put on glass tables, because I do think it just elevates it just a little bit more than just having them on like a wooden table. So there you have it, folks. There is all of my storage. I'm a little bit neurotic when it does come to storing things, as you guys can tell, but this is what works for me. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you guys don't like having everything kind of scattered in all the different rooms, please, please, please don't feel like you have to compete with the Joneses and have storage the way I do. This is just what helps my brain make the gameplay a lot more fun for me, because I don't have everything just shoved in random boxes and I'm not panicking trying to find certain items. With that being said, I do want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you do enjoy this type of content, including any other cozy game type content, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me in the algorithm. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. You'll get a ding in your inbox every time I post. If you guys are looking for a like-minded community, be sure to check the description box down below. There are 2 amazing Facebook groups. One is 18 and up, and that is Dreamlight Valley Multiplayer Verse. And then the other one is 21 and up, and it's a bit spicier, and that one is Dreamlight Valley Adults After Dark. Both Facebook groups run delivery services for items that you need to help with quests or for building items. We have Treasure Valley houses, and we do fun games and giveaways and prizes and so much more. We do like asking the community for feedback, so be sure to hop on over there and join the fun. You guys can also catch up with me on all social media sites linked down below. That's Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. I do stream twice a week on Twitch and on YouTube at 4 p.m. PST on Thursdays and Tuesdays, playing Dreamlight Valley, and then on Fridays and Saturdays over on Twitch at noon PST with my husband Broke Pixels Gaming for a little bit of chaos gaming with games like Icarus and Palworld, which, spoiler alert, I'm not very good at them, but at least I make it fun. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I am a small-time content creator looking to grow her channel in 2024, and I hope you guys will continue on that journey with me. Thanks again, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys!